Welcome back, Dragon Folk, to another episode of Tales of Arise. So today, we are in the palace, the Otterina Palace, I believe. And we are going to be looking around, seeing if we can, I guess, find some stuff. We're supposed to be leaving. Part of me has a feeling we won't be doing that yet, though. Hey, is my meal ready yet or what? I'm sorry, we're still fixing it. Great, I'm still waiting for that paperwork I asked for, too. Terribly sorry, I'll go check on what's happening with that right away. The inn that we have reserved for you is straight down the road once you leave the palace. Don't make His Excellency regret his generosity. You sure this is a good idea, Sir Keselak? Do you not realize that our guests are still here? We'll have this conversation later. Okay. Well, I mean, we're gonna check this place out. Regardless. We gotta know everything we can about this place. I'm sure this is gonna get us in a lot of trouble. When I was a little kid, I would never have dreamed that one day I'd get to work in the palace. Either. I remember when just looking at the palace used to be enough to get you killed. It's funny when you look back on it now, but when they first announced they were recruiting guardsmen, I was more than a little suspicious. Lord Dolim really is trying to look out for us, which is all the more reason we have to make sure we don't let him down. Gotta say, I'm always blown away by you Dahnans in the Guard. What makes you say that? Well, as you can imagine, ever since I was born, I was always taught that Dahnans were an inferior people. Not even people, really. It's true that Dahnans can't use astral arts like us, but you still learn quickly and are able to keep up with the work. If I hadn't chosen to follow Lord Dolim here, there's no way I would have ever come around to opening my mind and thinking differently. We owe him a lot for bringing us joy and allowing us to truly live. I intend to repay that as best as I possibly can here at the Guard. Definitely I don't know, it's just like a wild thing that this is occurring here. Second floor. Go talk to people down here. There's something down here. Lord Dolim sure is an unusual lord. I can't believe he treats the embedded so. Hey, we're not supposed to call them that anymore, remember? Right, my fault. Old habits die hard. So crazy. I think this is definitely like a lesson of like, I guess like learning to accept, right? That like change can happen, right? I mean, if Dolim really is like chill and he's all about, you know, making sure that people are okay. You know, he doesn't seem to be worried about the crown contest. He just wants to live in a world that he can claim peacefully. What do you think you're doing? Even when you're a guardsman, nobody seriously expects you to sleep in your... Good grief. Okay, don't say I didn't warn you. Hey, it's your turn on patrol now. Okay, time to get out here and make Lord Dolim proud. It's just so interesting. Like, but I think that's really the case, is you need to be understanding of everybody's you know, needs and wants, I guess. Like, yeah, there's still slave labor, so like still very bad. But this is like, I don't know, the best case scenario for that. There's so much to be grateful for. If it wasn't for Lord Dolim, we wouldn't be able to live together like this despite being unrelated. Yeah, you're right. I'm so glad to have you, sis. You feel so warm and so soft. Somebody's getting sleepy. I think it's bedtime. I heard that our ancestors used to be able to read and write, but we all forgot how to do it. Yep, but look at you now, dispensing medicine like a pro. There's nothing I can't learn from reading books, and once I figured out how to write, I started recording what I learned for future reference. I'm so thankful for Lord Dolim giving me so many wonderful chances to learn and improve myself. This is just, you know what this is? It's like if capitalism was the case. Like, we all have our workforce, right? And we work hard for the money, and we get our freedoms, but the people over us essentially still make all the rules and are living in the lap of luxury. Sure are working hard for a young boy at your age. It's because my dad collapsed working in the quarry. He's recovering in the medical facility, so I have to take over for him until he gets better. That's real big of you. I should send the young guys who sleep on the job to talk to you. Maybe then they'll take their work seriously. Also, that's the other thing. What's up with this medical facility? It's a quarantine zone, which means that something is happening. I'm only imagining that there's some kind of... There's got to be maybe something in the air that makes people sick eventually. And that sickness is what is an issue here. Entrance plaza... Oh, this is the, yeah, other area, okay. Assuming this is Dolheim split. Can't let anyone to the Lord's Chamber without a prior appointment. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Okay. Guard room. We're just gonna check this whole place out, because I guess if we're in here, right, we might as well. Grave guard weaponry. It appears to be quite well maintained. Oh, hey. Whatever you think of him personally, we guardsmen are sworn an oath of loyalty to serve and protect Lord Dolheim. Anyone who attempts to disturb the peace and state of instability that our Lord has worked so hard to realize shall be met with no mercy. Okay, she definitely is about it. Pork bun recipe. Figured the only books Kisara would have on her shelves would be about combat, but I also found cookbooks and fishing books in her room. Yeah, I wonder what's got her interested in those kind of things. Best Defense is a Good Shield, an illustrated guide to shields, Shield Historia. Whoever owns these books sure likes shields. Okay. So this is Kisara's room. It's so wild. I mean, like... It's locked. Okay. Well, then I guess we should check the lower level, huh? Staff quarters. Oh, man. Yeah, something's gotta happen. Maybe with the, whatever the, stuff is going on with the medicine. Like the medical staff. I wonder if there is something. Some kind of weird... like, I don't know, sickness or something going on. Milk? Peach gel? Okay. Just gathering everything I can in here. I don't know if I'll have to come in here and kill this guy, I guess, but... Kitchen?
Do you sense one of your
Aha.
poodle?
Here you are. Oh, a crown. That's neat. Maybe we should go visit the owl place.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
I feel like we're definitely pretty far. We've gotten a decent amount of owls. I'm sure we're gonna get something from there, but maybe when we hit like 20 owls, we'll do something there. This palace is also huge, like crazy huge. Doesn't seem like the normal kind of palace-y area, but library. I'm just really wondering what, I mean, maybe there really is no catch. Maybe he's being serious.
This place? The shelves here are filled with books. Not just Renan books either. There are tons of Danon ones too.
Rinwell, I get that you're excited, but we've got more important things to worry about right now.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Watching them work so hard makes me want to step in and lend a hand. Why do I feel so sad all of a sudden now? The Renan gentleman keeps looking at me for some reason. He must be thinking I'm doing a poor job. Oh, he just wants to help. Astral Arts for Winners, your surefire guide to claiming a lordship. Curios and you, finding gems in the rough. Little chest over here. Omelet recipe, you bet. I hate to bother you, but would it be possible for you to help with my studies? It'd mean a lot if you did. Why, certainly, I'm more than happy to help with Lord Dolomite's efforts to spread education to the underprivileged. After all, a more educated populace makes for a richer realm in more ways than one, and that includes the Danons. Thank you so much. I'll do my best to make the most of this opportunity Lord Dolheim has given us. This. 2,451 days left. 2,450 days left. Diary of a Renin who counted down the days to the crown contest. Interesting. Orange gel. It's over here. There are books about the art of torture. What are these black splashes on the cover? Uh-oh. Working slaves to the bone while maintaining productivity. Yeah, because these are the books you want to see. This is probably the forbidden section. These are thick astral energy research tomes. So hard to read, you can put them to sleep. They can put you to sleep. The Fashionista's Guide to Lenegus Attire and Armor. The Joys of Fine Liquor, a compendium of Menasian breweries. An introduction to the government of Lenegus. I wish I could actually read these. The Swordsmanship book with a slashed cover. Did the reader get mad at the book? Or use it in a fight? Chronology of the Crown Contest. Practical Astral Arts, Theories and Applications. Jokes unfit for a dinner party. Even Renins enjoy their fair share of lowbrow humor, it seems. On Danon Customs. Illustrated Guide to Zoogles, Raising and Breeding. It's amazing to watch these children grow up. They won't even think twice about who's Renin and who's Danon when they're adults. Because you're such a great teacher, miss. Look at you. I can't believe you already know how to flatter someone so well. Is there something I don't get? Me too. Alright, one at a time now, children. Okay. I guess we just have to go. I want to keep talking to people, though. You don't fight bad for someone who grew up as a Danon. Thanks, but I still have a long way to catch up before I'll catch up to Kisara. That's true, that woman's one in a million. Shame to see such talent go to waste here in Dana when she has so much potential. Requests keep coming in from citizens asking that we do something about the Zoogles that keep popping up on the outskirts of town. You must be talking about those strays. Those things have really multiplied over the last couple of centuries. Apparently it's so bad that they say there are more strays now than Zoogles that are actually under Renin control. Can't hope to exterminate all of them, but we should probably at least work to keep them out of our cities and villages. Is this not the entrance plaza? I thought this was the entrance plaza. Oh, excuse me, goodness. Time to take a break. It wasn't that long ago it'd be whipped if we were ever stopped to rest. Amazing just how different things are. Garden area? Like what? I always find it soothing to try and visit this courtyard. As it turns out, it was some of the Danons working for the palace who put it together. They do good work. Do you think Lord Dolheim's being rather soft on those embeddeds? I'm sure they could be a lot more productive than they currently are. Watch what you say. I doubt His Excellency would be pleased to hear you say that. Look, all I'm saying is the embeddeds are a valuable resource. I don't think it's wrong to want to get as much out of them as we can. Definitely. They're a valuable asset we shouldn't be wasting. We shouldn't take for granted what we have. Okay. So, where is this? This is where I came from. So this is also the entrance plaza? I'm so confused. Where did I get turned around? I don't even know where I got turned around. I'm almost certain I didn't, but... Oh, but yeah, this is it, so... Oh, I see. I went into this room. Now I'm in this. I came from here. Yeah. Okay. Alright, well, I guess I'll leave. Guess we'll see what happens. We'll see if they come crawling back and be like, wait, no, listen.
Do you really think we should trust accommodations from a Renin lord? How do we know it's safe?
Like we have any other choice. We can't go and set up camp outside of town at this hour.
Honestly, I'd still take that over staying here. What if they try to kill us in our sleep?
I doubt that's the case. His best chance to kill us would have been back at the palace. His true intentions aside, for now, at least we're in his good books.
Then we probably shouldn't test his patience. Let's find that inn and check in.
Xion, this is all your fault.
Interesting. All we ever got was a tattered blanket, a rock-hard bed, and well past its prime food.
What are you talking about?
What we got for our slave labor back in Calaglia. As you can tell, it wasn't much at all. Here, the Danans get the same basic amenities, but the quality is way better than anything we were given. Hell, apparently they even get time off to do what they want. If I'm being honest, I'm not sure how to take all this in.
Could it be that things were simply harsher in Calaglia compared to everywhere else?
It was the same in Cyslodia, too. Our buildings and clothing were equipped to handle the cold, but that was the only difference. Working the floodlights was a form of punishment, so we didn't really get rewarded for anything that we did.
Yeah, you could be assigned to fix food or make daily necessities too, but when all was said and done, most of that stuff went to the Renins. There wasn't much in the way of compensation for any of that, so I'd say that Cyslodia and Calaglia were both pretty awful.
And Elda Menancia really is unusual.
To say the least. Hell, I might even go so far as to call it crazy. But the fact remains, Danans aren't free here.
Yeah, no matter how happy they look, they're still slaves.
I don't even know what to think right now. This is all way too much to deal with. It's giving me a headache.
See, it's one of those moments, I guess, where you kind of have to figure out, like, you just because you have a motive does not mean it's always best for the people, you know?
So that was Lord Dohalim, huh? He sure is something. Definitely not like the other lords we've met up until now.
At first, he sounded like just some snobby royal, but he immediately shut down Xion's surprise attack. He's tougher than he looks.
Definitely. After all, he's a lord for a reason.
The food was pretty damn good, too.
Why are you two complimenting him? You just said it yourself, Alphen. He's a Renin lord.
Yeah, but he didn't act hostile towards us.
You're reading him wrong. He's acting indifferent. He's attempting to keep some distance between himself and everyone else. It's obvious.
What are we going to do then? Vicente seems to be legit peaceful. Are we just gonna do as he says and leave things be?
I'm not entirely sure. For now, I think it would be best for us to rest at the inn and think about our options.
Yeah, it's just one of those situations where you know,
So even though the Danans are still
You're
technically
not-
slaves here, they aren't being oppressed. If Calaglia had been like this, would we have been content? Would there have been any reason to stand and fight?
it's just like you can't really. It's one of those things
Let's
where,
head
like,
towards the inn.
you might have a good idea, but you might not exactly have the right. You know, you know you're doing good, but at the end of the day, if all of these people in here are happy and they get a good wage for doing their slave labor, right? And the Renin's guards aren't pushing them to do all that, and they're being productive, and they get time off, they don't have to do this, like, slave labor on a regular basis, like, it's not as productive as all the other ones because they're not being forced, but morale is high. I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, you as somebody who just wants to save the world from slave labor, is this the right move to do for all of these people who are genuinely enjoying their time here in their town? But we're going to find out more in the next episode. So thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate your support. Please make sure to like the video and also subscribe to the channel as well if you have not already. I like to bring you guys this daily content. That way, you're as entertained watching it as I am making it. And let me tell you, the story is definitely taking a weird turn right now. Very, I don't know, deep philosophical, choices are to be made here. We'll find out in the next episode, so make sure to drink your water, eat your vegetables, and don't be a dick. And I will catch you guys in the next episode. All right. Nerd out.